Isn't it funny how certain smells, tastes, and sounds will take us back to a different part of our life? That's exactly what happened to me today. I've been driving for quite a few hours and I needed to stop and get gas, so I stopped at a Sheetz. I was standing in line and all of a sudden I got this whiff of a smell that I knew all too familiar. And I started looking around and I'm like, I don't know where that smell comes from, but I know it. And the reason why I know it is because my daddy wore it my whole life. Never could find out where the smell come from, but let me just tell you, it took me back to a different day and time. And all I thought about is how many days him and I went fishing. And I can remember that the last few times that we went fishing before he passed away, this man had gotten sick. And he would call me literally at like 4:30 in the morning. He'd go, "Hey, sissy girl, what are you doing?" "Well, Daddy, I'm sleeping. Are you okay?" "Well, I'm fine, but come on, come pick me up. I want to go fishing." I'm like, "Dad, it's 4:30 in the morning. Do we have to go now? Can we wait and go later on when the sun is up?" He's like, No. If you don't hurry up, we're going to be late. I don't want to be fishing in the middle of the day when it's hot. So here I am. I'm like, okay, well, I knew Dad wasn't doing well and I wasn't going to tell the man no. So I would drag myself out to bed and he's like, "Just throw some old rags on. Don't matter what you're wearing and don't be putting that paint shit on your face. The fish don't care what you look like." All right, well, so here I go and I pick up Dad and we are right there and the sun is just barely coming up and this man is happier than hell to be sitting beside any pond, lake. It didn't matter what it was, river, as long as it was a body of water. And we did this throughout the entire spring and the summer and into the fall, and Dad's health is steadily declining, but I'm still taking him out there. But I'm noticing more and more often he's not putting the fishing pole in the water anymore. And the more I got to thinking about it, I was like, this is actually Dad's love language, if you want to know the truth. I do believe this is Dad's love language. Like, this is how he is choosing to spend his last days, and this is how he's choosing to spend his time with me. And if this is what he wants to do, then that's definitely what I want to do. I mean, he loved to fish, so I wanted to be out there with him. Now, we did this until it got too cold, and he couldn't go out there and fish anymore. And so here now it's wintertime, and he's now watching fishing on TV. And one day I go into his house, and I'm like, "Dad, you doing okay today?" And he's like, "Oh, yeah, sissy, I'm doing good." And instead of watching just regular old fishing like he normally would, today he's watching something about, it was, I think it was something like a sailfish tournament or something. They were doing white marlin, blue marlin, sailfish, that sort of thing. And he said, "Just once, I would love to be able to do that." And I said, "I tell you what, Daddy, let's get through this winter, and because it's too cold, we can't think about that kind of stuff right now. Let's try to get you through this winter, and come summer, if the doctor says that you're doing well enough, we'll go. I'll go right there with you, and we'll do it." I said, "Now, where you want to go from?" And he said, "I want to go right through Hatteras, North Carolina." I said, "Okay, you got it, baby."